Hi, I'm Helen. Welcome to my channel. Really glad you're here. Today I wanted to talk to you about peace, finding your peace. Um, that happened for me after I hit my 60s. I kind of kept making not so good choices for myself, which led me down the road to turmoil, drama, all the good stuff that life has to offer. And I finally discovered that what this life journey was, at least for me, was about finding my peace and loving myself. And I never really did that before. I know I had trauma, PTSD from childhood. Which probably most of us have at some level. I just didn't know who I was, didn't know where I belonged. So I was always looking, always searching for family or a community or, people that I connected with. And when I finally came to the realization that connecting with myself and loving myself and being there for myself, respecting myself was the key, that just took on a whole new way of living for me. And I'm so grateful that I finally did that. I mean, it took me a long time, apparently, but better late than never. So I don't know if that's something that you struggle with. For me, it came in later years in life because when I was younger, I always, was worried about or taking care of my mother or, my husband or my children and putting them first and losing myself. And then I try to get back to myself. And it was just this resistance. And it was a constant struggle. And it was really draining, really draining. And then I also have been a Reiki practitioner for well over 30 years. And so, when people come to you and they need help in their physical, mental, and emotional life, I mean, I'm no expert by any means, but, I always wanted to help. I always tried to fix them because I needed fixing. And that was ironic, right? Ironic. But, I genuinely always tried to help because when I see people struggling, I really I feel it. I'm an empath as well. And, empaths, we take on everything, all the emotions, all the sadness, all the trauma. Well, that does us no good to carry somebody else's stuff. So I finally learned how to set my boundaries. Obviously, I've been doing a ton of energy work and healing work. I've learned different modalities, so many different modalities. The Reiki, I've learned theta healing, just the bars, access consciousness, clearing the mind of limitations and different stuff that we, hold on to and tell ourselves. The massage therapy helps with releasing muscle memory and muscle trauma. The Reiki energy is absolutely pure. So is the Theta. The Theta healing is very pure as well. As long as your intention is good, that's all that matters. And my intention was good. And it is good. It still is. I always want to be there for people, but sometimes people get a little possessive of that, like you belong to them. And that is not okay. That's when boundaries need to be set. And, I can't sacrifice my life for them, although I tried doing that for lots of years. So I learned it didn't work in my favor. And so now I've found my peace, and nothing's worth losing that at all. Nothing. And I'm not going to compromise that. If I feel that starting, I pull away. And it's self-preservation. So I don't know if this is anything that you have struggled with in your life, or have had issues with. I think a lot of women do, especially moms. We are there for our children. We want to be there for our children because we love them unconditionally. And we should, but there comes a time in life, like my sons are grown. One is 45 and the other one is just turned 38. So, they have their lives, but it doesn't mean that they don't still need you as a parent. Because, as they get older, their lives get more complicated. And, things, when they were little, fell down, kiss a boo-boo, will make it better, and they go off and play. Well, as they get older, these issues become a little more to deal with. And that's one reason I wanted to be living closer to my kids. My one son is good. He's still got his father and his father's family, and he's doing well. But I miss him, and he's coming to visit the first week. Well, yeah, the first full week in June. He's going to come and visit me, which I'm very excited about. But he's always been a great guy, and great to me. And I love my boys. My sons they've turned out. I always say my sons turn out great despite their parents. Parents aren't pros. We don't know squat. We get in there and it's all a learning experience. Even though there's books and all kinds of stuff on it, it's still an individual journey. And each child is a individual journey, and they're on an individual experience, and that's okay. You always hope that your children do better than you do, and have a better life. And mine are, and I'm happy about that. As long as they're healthy and happy, that's all I care about. It really is. So anyway, I'm gonna leave with that. If you have ideas on finding your peace, put them in the comments. If you have questions, anything I can help you with, put them in the comments. And, have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.